What if the secret to surviving the future is learning to slow down? Thomas Freidman, three-time Pulitzer Prize winner and New York Times columnist, opens Thank You for Being Late with a deceptively simple title. When a breakfast guest showed up late and apologetic, Friedman realized he'd just been given a gift, 15 minutes to pause, reflect, and think. That small moment unlocks massive argument. Friedman argues that three forces are reshaping our world simultaneously: technology, globalization, and climate change, all accelerating at the same time. The year 2007 was the key inflection point. You had the iPhone launch, you had leaps in software chips and software itself, sensors and networking, and that all created a new platform, transforming everything from how we hail a cab to the fate of entire nations. Friedman says nations and individuals must learn to be fast, fair, and slow, innovative, prepared to help those left behind by change, and able to shut out noise to access their deeper values. Now, this book is over a decade old now, but the core thesis that technology, globalization, and climate change are all accelerating simultaneously and straining our ability to adapt feels more arguably true today than in 2016. However, it didn't exactly predict the Gen AI boom. Also, his work was written before COVID-19, which, shattered global supply chains. He also wrote it before the dramatic rise of economic nationalism, trade wars, and deglobalization trends. Friedman's broadly pro-globalization lens feels more contested now than it did then. His highlighted ISIS use of Twitter as a prime example of how technology empowers bad actors also feels like a quaint early chapter of a much darker story now involving algorithmic radicalization, election interference, and state-sponsored disinformation at scale. So I kind of think his optimism, while refreshing, can feel a little bit strained right now. But still, it's a good read, and yeah, I recommend.